What in the hell was this? What in the flying was this? Now, I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, well, that's Jake Paul. That's Jake Paul, right? Blame Jake Paul, man. You know, he shouldn't be in the world of boxing. I'm actually not going to blame Jake Paul on this. Yes, I get it. It was his promotion, MVP. I understand that. But I'm not going to blame him because actually the card was pretty good. That co-main event, badass, homie. Friedman, that should have actually been the main event. But I'm not going to blame him on this main event because this main event on paper actually looked good. You know, when you got, I think, how do you pronounce his first name? Yanquiel. Yanquiel, I think. If I'm pronouncing it wrong, Despensa. Yanquiel Rivera against Angelito Cordova. On paper, that actually looks good. Right? Two undefeated fighters. Both of them got some pretty good wins. Even though Rivera, what do you only have, like 7 fights or something like that? 7, 8 fights, I don't even really remember. But the guy, you know, he can swing them, dog. Right? This made it, you know, on paper, when you look at it, it's like, hey, this is going to be a pretty good one. This would be a pretty good one. This sucker turned out to be a clown show. A straight clown show. So, shout outs to my boy P-Town, man, because I was texting back and forth with him while it was going on. Actually, for the co-main event, because I was really impressed. I was like, damn, yes. And I just kind of thought to myself, you know what? This main event may not live up to what the co-main event did, but I think it's still going to be good. Instead, what we got was some straight mamadas, dog. More from Cordova. More from Angelito, dog. All right? Now, I'm not going to excuse Yanquiel too much. Again, if I'm pronouncing his name wrong, Despensa. But he wasn't helping the situation either. This fight was so sloppy. It has been, I'm just off the top of my head right now, it's probably one of the sloppiest fights I've seen in recent history. I really got to do some research to think about the sloppiest fights I've ever seen. But this one probably has to be somewhere in the conversation. I don't think it's number one. I'm sure there's other sloppy fights out there. But I think this one has to be somewhere in the conversation. Somewhere on the list. Cordova was like... right when the bell rang, in the very beginning, he comes out with some way out haymakers, misses by a country mile. Rivera backs up and he just kind of laughs like, what the heck is this vato doing? Right? So now I'm thinking like, okay, Yanquiel, he's got this. Because he knows what to expect now. Heck, you made a miss by that much. On some haymakers, not no little jab, dog. On some way haymakers, dog. And then he smirks like, what the heck? And I'm like, okay, he's got this. He's got this. No, he doesn't. No, he did not. He didn't have an answer for it. It was like, it was a complete clown show. It was entertaining in a funny way at first. Okay? At first, I was entertained because it was so sloppy and just funny and just kind of making me laugh. For the first few rounds. All right? I was entertained in a dumb, funny, stupid way. I was kind of entertained like, damn, what's up with these guys, right? And then it just got dumb. It just got stupid. It just got dumb. I was just like... And I just want this damn thing to hurry up and end already. But I watched the whole thing because I'm thinking, okay, somebody's going to get knocked out here. And then I started getting pissed off at Yanquiel because I'm like, dog, you're not doing anything, Holmes. Every time you got Cordova up against the ropes, you punch, but you go so far forward where you guys end up clinching. Cordova, I mean, that young, he's all over the place. This dude was so damn weird, so damn off. They collided heads. Antonio Tarver was there calling the fight. He says something along the line of like, hey man, that's why you shouldn't put your fighter in there against, just sloppy fighters like this. Because things like this can happen. Guys that, are completely reckless, that can hit you with an elbow, hit you with a headbutt, really injure your fighter. Like, it was so dumb, stupid, sloppy, ridiculous. Like I said, at first, I thought it was kind of comical. Laughed a little bit with it, like, ha, 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 all right, Holmes. And then it just got dumb and stupid. But like I said, I had to finish watching it because I thought somebody was going to get knocked out. But that never happened. It goes to a draw. And, some people are thinking that Yanquiel won. I could see that. Okay, I can definitely see that because Cordova was the one that was super sloppy and all over the place. But in reality, Holmes, I'm kind of glad it was a draw to a certain degree. I don't know, dog. I didn't really want any of these fools to really get any win. But not on, outside of that, emotionally, outside of that, I think probably. I mean, look, the judges had a tough night. With that fight, the judges had a tough job. It was so dumb. And this was their time to shine, Holmes. This was their time to shine. This is the biggest stage they have been on. May have not been the biggest fight they had, but the biggest stage, for damn sure. They had more eyes on them for that fight than any other fight they've had. And they just look reckless. And I'm not blaming... Okay, the blame definitely goes more to Cordova, to Angelito, but again, Yanquiel, he didn't help his case either, dog. He didn't help his case either. So it was a draw. Do I want to see this fight again? Honestly, man, not really. I don't. Since there's a draw, I'm sure there's going to be talks of some sort of rematch. That's fine. If you want to make a rematch, don't put it as a main event. But, good gosh, dog. That sucker, I was just like... It was a roller coaster, man. It was fun to laugh at first, and then it just got dumb, and then just boring, and I'm like, man, should I just pop an aspirin or two? Because this damn thing's starting to make my head hurt. But, who won? I don't... Maybe I'll go to Yanquiel. But honestly, I don't know, and I don't even really care, dog. I don't know, and I don't even care. I don't give a damn. These dudes did not help their career out with that fight. Neither one of them. Cordova more than Rivera, for damn sure. But both of them look stupid. One more than the other, obviously. But good gosh, dog. This was horrible. And by the way, Amanda Serrano was there. Front row. Okay, she was not happy. She was pretty pissed off. Especially if you see her in that final round, you get a good view of her sitting there with her arms crossed. She was pissed. What a stupid fight. What a dumb, idiotic, stupid, ridiculous fight. Horrible, dog. Horrible. Who won? I don't care. You guys tell me who won, but I don't even give a rat's ass. I don't care if I don't see these dudes again. But I'm sure I will. And if they do fight again, hey, look, yeah, I'll probably tune in to see if it's going to be as dumb and sloppy as it was the first one. But damn, dog. Horrible night for them, for those guys, man. And for the judges as well. The draw, I'm fine with it. But I probably would have gave it to Yanquiel, but at the same time, who knows, man. Anyway, you guys let me know what your guys' thoughts on that main event that happened on MVP. Good gosh, Holmes. Troy, los tres chingones boxing. Shout out to all the chingones y chingonas. Catch you guys on next round.